Get a raise. My name is Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 7, Section 3, Number 8, which reads, Ken is working this summer as part of a crew on a farm. He earns $8 per hour for the first 10 hours he worked this week. Because of his performance, his crew leader raised his salary to $10 per hour for the rest of the week. Ken saves 90% of his earnings from each week. What is the least number of hours he must work for the rest of the week to save at least $270 for the week? So, what do we do here? Well, there's a couple of different ways you could do it. First, we'll solve it kind of more straightforward, then we'll use a little bit of strategy. Number one is $8 per hour for 10 hours. So 8 times 10. That's going to be $80 that he's earned thus far. And then, because of his performance, his crew leader raises salary to $10 per hour for the rest of the week. So let's say X equals the number of hours for the rest of the week, which is what the question's asking. Least number of hours he must work for the rest of the week. So what we've got is 80 plus 10x, because he's going to get $10 per hour for each of those hours worked. Then he saves 90% of his earnings, and we need the least number of hours he could work to earn that $270. Now here comes a bit of a tricky part, which is, do you take $90 of the left, or 90% of the left, or do you take 90% of the right in order to get that $270? You're actually going to take 90% of the right, of the left. And why is that? Because 90% of his total earnings, which is on the left, is going to equal that $270. So what we could do here, first off, now most of you will distribute this 0.9, but since it's multiplying the entire left side, what I could do is divide by 0.9. Distributing will work also. If I divide both sides by 0.9, then I get 80 plus 10x equals 300. Then I subtract 80 from both sides, I get 10x, that's a 300, equals 220. Then I divide both sides by 10, and I get that my x is, the zeros cancel out, the x is 22. So you know your answer is C. So how do you do this using your answer choices? Here's a little bit of a strategy. Now let's say you were looking at the 33. When you use your answer choices, you always want to start with one of the middle answer choices, because then you could eliminate, you have a 50-50 chance of being correct, because let's say I test out 33. Either it's right, and if it's right, then that's 1 in 4 chance of it being right. If it's too small, then I know the answer is A, and I've only tested one answer choice. So I have a 50-50 chance of only having to test out one answer choice. And then even if it's wrong because it's too big, I could eliminate A and B, and either C's right or it's too big and I know it's D, or D's right or it's too small and I know it's C. So you only ever have to test out 2 answer choices when using your answer choices starting in the middle. So since the question is how many hours must you work for the rest of the week, we could take that 33 and multiply it by 10. This is if I'm testing out answer choice B. And that would be a total of $330. And then if I add it to the 80, I get 410. Then if I take 90% of that, then I'm too big. I need 270. So I could eliminate these two. And then, so that didn't work. So now if I test out my 22, I'm going to find that it works. 22 hours for the rest of the week times 10 is going to be $220. Now if I add the $80 he worked from the beginning of the week, then it's going to be $300. And if I take 90% of his total earnings, I get exactly $270. So once again, the answer is C. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with these long word problems. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.